A Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
What's up? What's up?
What up, y'all?
Welcome back to another episode of A Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. And it's just me and
Max
Tracy,
eviction
y'all.
party.
J-Rock in the building for the eviction party. J-Rock in the building for the eviction party. Hey. Honestly, it was gonna be this way, regardless if it was Matt or Kenny, because one of them was going home
Eddie.
tonight. So it didn't really matter. We're doing good. I'm tired. Been working all day.
I got a little hour nap in, and I got me a little meal, so I'm geared up for these feeds tonight. Don't keep us up all night.
Right.
Don't keep us waiting all night, because I need to know who the HOH is.
Because we know they're gonna just do a little basic little comp. It ain't gonna be nothing serious.
Right.
So, but before we start talking about HOHs, who gonna be and what could be, let's catch y'all up where we left y'all off with on Monday. We already told y'all the veto results, but so yesterday was the veto episode, right? And so this was, hey Ty, I almost say Tay so bad.
Hey Ty.
Right. Shout out to the fan back at the crib. But we're gonna talk about the veto episode a little bit and kind of merge into some fees that that we may have needed for these episodes, and then of course the eviction episode. So yesterday's episode, the veto episode, before we got to see the veto, they started to show us a little bit why Angela and Matt were so, we saw a little bit of it on Sunday, but they really showed us them clashing because Angela started to spiral. She started to believe that her alliance had turned against her and that Matt had taken all of her alliance members. And so she is ready to go on the attack. She's tired of sitting by the wayside and getting played because she felt like she was getting played. And so they show us the clip of the fight. We already talked about the fight, but they show us the clip, her clapping, Matt. And they show the house guests, this part that most of us didn't see, the house guests looking up, they're like, oh, hey, it's a party in here, it's a party, hey. And then she just gets to laying it on Matt.
Yeah, I thought we was about to have a party.
They all look at each other like,
oh, funny. She really came down like, everybody like, hey. But you know what? That really just go to show you the vibe we have as a cast. Because the fact that they was like, oh, hey, I'm with it. I said, what vibe? And Tucker was like, that was not a party.
That's not it. He said, we read that wrong, completely wrong. So I'm glad we got the DR. So we got the DRs from the people's perspective of how that went down and what happened. So of course Tucker was like, oh yeah, that wasn't it at all. We was ready to jam, and she come down here on a whole nother type of energy. And then she starts saying, everyone who visited me last night. So they showed us who visited her last night, quote unquote. So it was Quinn, it was Joseph, maybe Chelsea, how they talked and they were supposed to be having an alliance and how they were good. And so she says, everyone who visited me last night, y'all were great actors for a low budget movie.
And that's funny how the rest of them, like everybody besides Matt, of course, nobody took her seriously because they was like,
nobody.
Okay.
In her alliance in the DR, Queen, Joseph and Chelsea, everybody they in the DR like, what is she? What are you doing, Angela? Why are you doing this? And so they're like, we're reconsidering this collective alliance that they had formed. They're like, if she's gonna be blowing us up like this, how can we trust her moving forward? Which is reasonable, because if my alliance member is showing out like this in front of the house, what are you gonna do when you don't have another target and I may become your target, or a target of your delusions, rather? Because she had no reason to believe that they had turned on her. They had given her no true indication whatsoever.
Nope.
And so CBS, I gotta, give y'all some lashes, because while they're showing this fight, they got Matt in the DR crying. Oh, I can't believe.
Baby, that edit was nasty, okay?
Nasty work.
The edit did what it was intended to do. CBS wanted everybody to hate Angela, and they did that.
Yeah.
Not me though. but you know, Big Brother has to appeal to a certain audience. So they have to have a villain. And so far she's it.
She is their villain because they made her truly, I mean, they honed in on her saying crazy eyes. And Matt is just like, where is the crazy eyes coming from as he's doing the eyes? Where is it coming from? I don't know where she's getting at. And then, oh God, the mother thing, he just wouldn't let it go. The house guests wouldn't let it go. We're really just Mackenzie and Kenny, mostly, plus Matt. They just kept talking, how dare she? This is a game. You can have game without going low, making low blows. And I'm like, she didn't even bring up your mama. He brought up his own mama. And then she then said that I hope she knows
you did bring your mama into the conversation. So
right. Brought his own mama in here. And so they just, from that point, they just really laid it on thick with him crying. Like Tree said, Monday he went and ran to the bed, grabbed his Bible, curled up, and all the house guests came in there consoling him like it was a funeral, you would have thought. And so they showed us all of that, which again, we saw on the feeds. Y'all did not. So we seen all of that. Then they started really hitting it hard with the showman stuff, the fluff between him and Mackenzie, them growing closer and potentially being showmans, because Angela called that out during the thing as well. Mackenzie, you could do so much better. And so she's pissed because she feel like that put a target on her.
Hold on. That was so hilarious to me because her jaw dropped. She act like she told her some of the foulest stuff in the world. You keep talking about, we're not showman. Why your jaw dropping, sis? Pick it up.
Chin up.
She was like, oh my God. Victim noises.
Like, I just could not believe how they did that. And so, but then again, in the very next scene, you got them next to each other in the bed talking and talked about whatever's on her face and why it's different. I don't know what they was talking about. It was foolishness. That's what it was. Then we get to what we really came for. Y'all know we come for the video episode to see the video. We want to see the competition, how it went down, who was second, who was close, who wasn't, who did terrible. So it's the spelling comp, which we briefly mentioned, but it had a little twist this time. They brought it back with a little twist. So the spelling comp, as you know, is they got to go through the little icky puddle, sticky something, whatever. It was honey themed, bee themed. Go through, collect a towel, hive, like honeycomb looking tiles to spell the longest word. Whoever does it the quickest wins, right? But they added the ability to, if you find the delete tile and you bring it up to the podium, whatever letter you choose will be deleted. So if anybody has that word in their final word, that word will be deleted. I do too. Because that's dangerous. Because I started I was like, ooh, what are the words I would have had?
They say ain't gonna be no more responsibilities. Because that's like that's too much. This is supposed to be harder. So I like it. Big Brother, y'all kind of come in with the little comps this year. I'm gonna give you your little props.
Yeah,
I like it.
And speaking
and
of,
I'm glad they did this first.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I was gonna say I'm glad that they did this comp first because everybody that are like avid feed watchers, we know every year the house guests expect this comp, and they all the time on feeds they're over here trying to come up with words. Right. So the fact that they saved us from these people talking 2 hours, okay, what word can I use? Thank you, Big Brother. And I didn't expect a veto comp like that to be the first veto comp, which goes to tell me that y'all are really gonna come with these veto comps this summer, because that won the mid comp. That's a really like competitive, okay, we got to get to a comp. So I'm excited for the season.
Yeah, I like it. And so I thought it was funny that you mentioned responsibilities, because what word did Chemo say he was going there trying to spell? Responsible. So
what word did he end up spelling?
Pipers.
Piper.
And that E got deleted, so he didn't get no credit because that E got deleted. So that's not a word without the E.
So he ain't getting nothing.
He ain't getting nothing. And so Kenny is the one who put the deleted tile up there. He put the E, delete the E. And then Lisa was like, yep, let me go ahead and put up a delete tile for H. So she went and put an H. I don't know why she chose H, but she did. And so when it got down to it, Angela didn't ring in, so she got 0 points. Obviously, like we just said, Chemo got 0 points because his letter got deleted. And then you had Brooklyn, who spelled flocking or flocks. That ain't enough.
Flocks, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, flocks. What else did somebody else spell? I can't remember the right spell. I know. What did Kenny spell? He spelled the 7-letter word. He spelled camping. Right. He spelled camping.
That was actually good. He almost had it. He would have been second.
Word.
Yeah, he would have been. Lisa's was 9, right?
Yes. She spelled 9. Somebody else got a 7-letter word. I feel like I can't remember.
Kenny Vito.
I don't know what that word Rubina was spelling. She spelled something. I was like, what? But anyways, Lisa won. She spelled transform, 9-letter word. She won the veto. Then they showed us a little bit of her versus Angela, which we kind of talked about again on Monday, which they showed us a little bit of them kind of butting heads and Lisa putting her foot down, which we enjoyed because too often. Oh, fun fact, I watched it with my cousin. My cousin does not watch Big Brother at all. And while Lisa was having this conversation, he was like, oh, she talking to the HOH person like that? This is before the veto. I forgot to mention that. He was like, oh, she bold. She talking to, I said, listen, after she won, I said, see, you could talk. Exactly. I said, see, you could talk to the HO like that when you could back it up and you're going to win that veto, which Lisa did. So it was exciting to kind of see them show that dynamic. So they kind of showed us a lot of the fights or some of the head-butting a little bit. Not all the fights, because there was a lot more they could have showed us. And Teresa probably talked about it. We're going to get to that. So they with showed frustration and anger. They showed us that little clip. Then they showed Lisa taking herself off of the block. And then I'll, turn it over to Treese before we get back to tonight's episode.
So let me update y'all on the feed aspect. Yes, feed point of view. So basically, after the veto, this is kind of like where we are. At least that's when the veto. Angela was on the hammock, right? And Lisa comes up to her to have a conversation with her, basically saying like, "Hey, I don't mess with you anymore." She was like, in so many words, she's basically like, "I do not want to deal with you inside the house or outside the house." Yes, the nicest, I don't mess with you I have ever seen in the Big Brother house. So she basically was like, "I'm done with you. I don't want to work with you." And of course, Angela started getting a little spicy, started picking up. But you know what happened after that? Clip. The feed's cut.
Yeah.
And let me tell y'all, the way that I was so pissed, that feed's cut for like over an hour. And you could tell like the conversation was getting, spicy, right? And I know this argument went ham because every time the other house guests mentioned it throughout the night, they would cut the feeds. Like Chelsea had asked Angela, okay, like, girl, tell me like what happened? Feed cut. Takor come in to Chelsea, hey girl, what happened with the fight? Feed cut. And I was like, are you serious? Tucker talking about feed cut.
And Chemo was like, oh, I thought what she said would have been expellable. Ooh.
Yes. So last night they were having a conversation in the bathroom. And of course they got onto the topic of it. And Chemo was like, yeah, I was very surprised. I thought what she did was removable. And they cut the feeds right then and there. And I said,
so what y'all think she said? What y'all think?
So this is what I think. I don't even think it's something really necessarily what she said. I feel like somebody threw something.
Threw something? I can see Angela throwing something.
Yeah.
Like a Victoria when she threw that glass bottle.
This is what I'm thinking, okay? Because I feel like they cussing each other out, whatever. So Angela did say she called Lisa the B word, though. I don't think that's a big deal, okay? In the Big Brother house. Like, I don't think they would cut fees for an hour for that. And I'm thinking she in the hammock, so she got all them pillows. So I think she was like, what? this is just my speculation.
We don't know what.
This is just my speculation. Or Angela got up out the hammock like, what's up? You know, not like she was about to fight her, but you know, she got up because she was obviously laying down. If I'm going toe to toe with somebody, baby, you're not gonna catch me slipping. I would not be laying down arguing with you. You was not about to slip up on me. So this is what I think or assume happened. Let me see. The core had an alliance, right? If y'all don't remember who the core is, that's CCC. Glad they call themselves the core because CCC is terrible. But Cedric, Cam, and Chelsea. So they are in the HOH room and they're having this conversation saying how crazy it is that everybody be gaming out in the open. Y'all so stupid. Da, 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 da.
And
now,
what they doing?
In this meeting, though, they are clocking, okay? And
yes, they are.
Which is very interesting to me because Cam, honestly, on the feeds, we see him like here and there. He did it. Of course, we're about to see him more because he been flirting with Leah. But the fact that Cam is like spitting game, I don't say
yes.
Oh, Cam, you've been paying attention. And if y'all don't know, Cam is definitely a recruit or whatever. So he's very new to Big Brother. But the fact that he was clocking some stuff, I said, oh, so you're not just a pretty face. You got some stuff. Yeah, Angela was probably definitely just bumping.
I think about because Ty brought that up.
I can see that.
And I immediately see Jordan bucking up to Shelly like,
yep.
Oh my God.
But they're having this conversation in the HOH room and they're saying how crazy it is. All for Angela to go into the storage room. And y'all know this girl's middle name is Delusions. Angela Delusion Johnson. I don't know her last name. Angela Delusion. Excuse me. So she's in the storage room and she just like, I know they're up there plotting against me. I know they're working together. And I was like, oh Lord, y'all sitting here talking about everybody. Why would y'all do that in the HOH room? At least go to
in her room,
the have-not room. Like at least, you know, that's around the corner. So sorry, y'all. My man came in the room.
See. They got clocked, and I'm just like, how y'all getting clocked? Because she's not the only one that
He's
clocked
mad if he would win the HOH to be thrown to him. Oh, okay. Now I'm back on track. So later on, Lisa is having a conversation. This is just Lisa having a conversation with Quinn and Takor. She wants to form another alliance. They don't have a name yet. So we're gonna see how that goes. But she wants to form an alliance with them. And she even brought up possibly bringing Tucker in. Girl, Tucker do not like you. I don't know why she's not seeing it. And people be like, girl, I don't know Tucker like she should be like, nah, we just be playing. It's a little back and forth we do. Like they say it's always truth in a little joke, okay? So anyway, she's not picking up on it. But something very notable to know, Quinn did mention to Lisa, like, hey, I don't think Matt has the votes. What? Lisa shot like, and that really show you how arrogant Lisa is, because she was just like, nah, really? Like she was just not believing. She was like shot, but it's not like she was not believing it. But I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit, but we all know that Lisa does end up voting to keep Matt. But I do like the fact that she doesn't hear like, okay, the whole house voting this way. I'm gonna vote how I want to vote.
Oh, well.
I don't care. Listen, I give her points for that, because one thing I hate is a house that votes together. So the flippage I love, but we're gonna get to that. Yeah. There's an alliance that also got formed. It is the Andersons. That's Cam, Chemo, Quinn, and Tucker.
These names, y'all.
For this, if somebody can explain to me where the Andersons came from, I don't know if they explained it. I hate that I don't have flashback, because I caught it right when they were like, you know, toward the end of it, like, yeah, the Andersons. So that's an alliance. I don't know about the name, but the 4, I'm with it. If y'all can stay true to it, I mean, I'm gonna be real. There are a lot of alliances. I'm just like, oh, I'm kind of rocking with it. But I'm honestly still at the point to where I don't know. I'm not taking none of these alliances seriously.
You can't, except for CCC. That's the only one that we know is for sure.
That's the only one that feels, that is probably the most stable alliance in the house to me right now. Because there have been so many alliances that have been made. But I will say, yes, that one does seem like a good core, for real.
Because even with the Pentagon is them three plus Queen and Brooklyn, I believe. Mm-hmm. And that's where I say Queen was clocking. And I think Brooklyn was clocking that they were working together because I felt like they were, I don't know if they were talking to each other. But I know somebody mentioned that they were on the bottom of that line. So I think Queen may have told Brooklyn that they are on the bottom of the CCC inside the Pentagon.
Yep.
So,
go ahead.
No, I was just saying. So it's just, I think that's real because they mentioned being on the bottom of it. But we're gonna see. This week will show us where the alliances stand for sure.
Yeah, honestly, for sure. And I would say I really thought that Quinn and Angela was a really good final two alliance, but the fact that Angela is like losing her mind, any alliance that Angela is a part of, I cannot take seriously. Like we gotta wait and see that out. But anyways, it's go far. We talked about that Quinn to Brooklyn. Oh, Brooklyn last night, right? In the final hours, they were talking about the votes. Shout out to Brooklyn. I'm gonna just give her a shout out. Okay. Listen, one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna judge you differently from in the house versus outside. Okay, so in the beginning of the season, I judge you for the outside because that's all I knew. But I have to give Brooklyn her props. Brooklyn is staying out the way. Brooklyn is minding her business. Brooklyn is also playing the game.
Yep.
And when she had a conversation with Rubina last night, and she was saying, "Hey, yeah, like we voted Matt out," and Rubina was like, because Rubina had heard, we saw it on the episode tonight, which Eric will get into. We saw Rubina was like, "Wait a minute, Matt said the vote," and so she didn't want to be on the wrong side of the vote or whatever. Rubina, don't say it again. It don't matter if you're on the wrong side of the vote. Vote how you want to vote. But anyways, she was looking kind of like, "Oh, are you sure?" Brooklyn looked her dead in her face. She said, "I'm voting Matt out. I don't know what you
on that block."
She said, "If it's Chemo and Kenny going, okay. But if Matt is on that block on eviction night, he is gonna be who I'm voting for, right?" Quinn came in. Quinn saying the same thing, like, "Yeah, this is it." Lisa pop up in there. They get ready to have a good game talk, and she pop her ass back in there, and they're like, "Oh Lord." So. Shout out to Brooklyn for once again. I love a person in the house that is gonna stand their own vote. I don't care if it's 10-1. If I say I'm gonna vote this way, that's what I'm doing. I'm voting. You know. Mm-hmm. So, earlier in the day, we should make a list. You know, at the end of the season or whenever Angela goes, we need to make Angela's top 10 like craziest moments. Because it's gonna be at least 10. It's gonna be at least 10.
Oh. But she already at about 5 right now.
Definitely. It's been a week. Lisa's brother's birthday was yesterday, y'all. And so everybody in the house, they did a little shout out to the cams. It was like, "Hey," and they all just said happy birthday to Lisa's brother. When I tell you, Angela was like, you know that Nene meme where they're like,
and she's like, "Oh, girl, bye.
Listen. Yeah. The way I'm on Angela's side for this, I'm 1000% on Angela's side because didn't you tell me yesterday you don't mess with me? Why would I tell your brother happy birthday? I don't mess with you. Means I don't mess with your family.
That means your brother.
Your dog. I don't mess with your book club. I don't mess with your husband. I don't mess with your kids. I don't even mess with that little raggedy cat you got. I don't know if she got cats. I'm just talking. But
and I sure don't mess with that glitter.
And baby, and Lisa went into the storage room with Mackenzie, and she, oh my gosh, that is just so rude. And Mackenzie over her backing up, yeah, that's just so rude. That's ridiculous.
I'm so sick of this.
Really?
Rude talk.
Because she better than me. Because after they say happy birthday, I would have said, "No, if you stub your toe on your birthday." Like, I would have been talking crazy. Maybe not in the first week, but I mean, everybody already know we beefing, so I probably would have been talking crazy.
A little bit.
Like, everybody
and it's funny because Angela also said that she was in a retail and she was like, yeah, I called her Tinkerbell, that she could go sprinkle her little glitter elsewhere. I said, oh, now she called this woman Tinkerbell.
Yeah, she called her Tinkerbell. You know what? I might have to call her Tinkerbell for the rest of the season because that's funny. So
And
I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and Tucker said that he wanted to have a trail of glitter to lead her out there.
To leave her out there front door. Tucker hate her. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Oh my god.
But oh my gosh. I'm gonna give Big Brother the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all to Sunday. Okay,
yeah,
because I know y'all had a lot on the show. Okay, and I know we're gonna get some watered down version of it, but we need to see at least some of the tea from the Angela and Lisa fight. Okay, Sunday's episode, I need y'all to run it back from last week. Do I think they're gonna do that? Chances are very slim, but they have gone back before. But the fact that they keep cutting feeds from it, it's probably gonna be a lot. But I'm pissed that we missed it.
They trying to save it for a moment. Like I said, if Lisa wins HOH or if Angela's on the
That's
block,
what I think too.
And she's talking to Elisa about a vote, you know, they, like you mentioned, they'll do a flashback. Kind of how like when Felicia was on the block last season and how, you know, they were getting ready to vote her out and they showed us her flipping on Cirie telling Jared, oh, you know, we got to get Cirie out. She might, whatever. And so they brought that back and it was like 3 weeks before all
exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. So I'm gonna see because I really want to know about it because everybody kind of on pins and needles, but they were just like, ooh. And Angela was quiet yesterday. She was just like, I'm just mind my business.
She was just sitting there.
So you know they had to say something, and I know it was Angela that got out of pocket because she been the one quiet because Lisa been running her mouth all through the day. So it got to be Angela the one that kind of like took it too far. But that's interesting. And the last thing before I switch over to Eric, late last night, Chemo and Takor, you know, they've been close throughout the week or whatever, but they finally actually solidified something, and they do say they want to bring each other to final two, or an alliance, whatever they want to do with it. They're trying to come up with a name. They do not have a name yet. But I'm with this, and it seems like the crochet hat of game has been put on because
I was hoping you catch.
What?
I said I was hoping you catch me. I was just like, That's all I've just been doing this whole time.
That's all she do. But in this conversation, they are clocking. They are clocking it. Okay, so it's so much to clock in this house, but they, you know, we're talking about how everybody's working together. Who likes who? And like, man, I don't think Tucker really like Lisa. No, he do not. And they're just giggling, and this is just a very light-hearted, very, very good kiki or whatever between them two. And I love a fun little like duo, and that's definitely who they are. And baby, they got one win under their belt.
I'm just saying.
Listen, all right. But anyways, we'll go into the episode tonight.
Real quick, while you're on the topic, because in that conversation with Tikor and Chemo, she also mentioned, she was like, oh yeah, you know, Tucker told me that he found me attractive, you know, I'm the most attractive in the house to him and all that stuff like that. He said, but she gotta stop because I got a man waiting on me. I can't be So that was funny,
it's cute.
But to this episode, so tonight's episode, you know, they start us off.
No, I ain't gonna do it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So honestly, they really get right down to the nitty gritty. Obviously, they show us more showman's fluff. Don't care. Don't want to see it. Exactly. Pass. Definitely pass. But before we get into the AI arena competition, they showed us. Wait, did that happen first? I can't remember which order it happened in, but I believe this is the order that it happened. And so they show us the clip between Angela and Kenny. When Angela was like, this happened before, because she was like, I'm so excited for you to kick that little boy's butt in that competition tomorrow or whatever, or the other day. And Kenny was like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I see him as my son. I don't really care. I don't want to compete against him. And she said, well, that's disappointing, Kenny. What was the point of this if you're going to act like that? Well, I'm glad I won because clearly you don't want it as bad as I do. And she cocked them, I fear, because
no, if I'm Angela, nah, for real, because especially them two being the two older house guests, you're gonna just assume, just based off of Big Brother, you know how it goes. The two older people are gonna want to stick together, which is why this cast ain't sticking together with nothing. It don't matter. I don't care if you a chef. I don't like you. I don't care if you're 52. I don't like you. But I love the fact that she was just like, he gonna be a problem. You going up, and the fact that she was validated. Angela got validated twice.
But he did clock her a little bit. He clocked her in because he said, "Well, I'm in this position because of you." So, but what y'all done see? So she was right though, because it's like in the DRs, because Quinn was sitting right in the middle, and Quinn's like, "Bruh, you talking about you giving up your taco truck? You talking about your daughter? You doing all this over somebody you known for 5 minutes?"
Quinn tripped me out with that.
Like
you know
ready
this
to
man
give up
for a minute.
Your left kidney.
No, pause. Couldn't be me.
Week 1, you giving your kidney and your liver. You can't even survive without your liver, I don't think. You giving both of them up for Mac. In week 1, talking about that's my closest ally. I can't see myself competing. I'd rather just go home because
you can go home.
After we take out Mac. So if you still want to self-evict after we vote him out, sure. The doors.
He need to self-evict after we find out who HOH is, though, because they're gonna block me.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, you know what, Kenny? I need you to stay all week, and 2 hours before the live eviction show, leave, so they can address it Thursday, because you know they're gonna do a whole feed block out if you try to leave. So next Thursday,
before
at 5, you can go. Go to DR, say, "Hey, my bag's packed. I'm dipping." They're gonna be like, "What? No, I'm leaving. Whoever is evicted, I'm walking out with them." Cool.
Yeah. Bet. Perfect. We love it. We were with her. Cool. But I want to know what was funny for those who didn't see it on the feeds. So during this little argument between Kenny and Angela, you have Chelsea and Cedric. They are so funny. They come in, Cedric first. He come in, they're arguing. He goes and grabs his little shaker bottle, and he goes to the sink and start washing it out. And here comes Chelsea. She starts doing, she grabs some off the counter. Then she goes to the fridge. She starts licking in the fridge, getting stuff out the fridge. Being nosy. They didn't have nothing to do. They just wanted to sit. I said, not they rinsing stuff out. They going to the counter, taking stuff off the counter, going through the fridge. Ain't nothing in the fridge. She didn't get out no piece of food, nothing to drink. You just picking stuff out, putting it back in, looking at your cup, rinsing it out again, drying it out. Hilarious. So they just wanted to be nosy. And that's me too. I mean, why not? Let me see what's going on.
Listen, definitely.
And get the tea. Because Quinn was just stuck there in the middle. I don't know why he didn't just get up.
Quinn always stuck in the middle of altercation. I don't know. He gravitates to altercations. Apparently.
He's the end of the season, because wasn't it Ian that was always in the shower when something popped out? Every single time. He's
always somewhere.
Ty talking about cleaning the counter was important business. Please, not important to be enough to sit there and be nosy. That's how important it was. And I'm not mad at it, because that's what we do. How many times you see something going on down the street, you go out there taking out the trash. You go, oh, I need to go look in the trunk of my car. You know
what that is. Yep.
Right. Why not? So that happens. Then they give us the BBAI arena competition, which I like this comp. Come on, new comp once again. Fresh comp, easily done, 2-minute timer. And so the way this worked was there are screens in this little room that they have the house guests go in, and they're going to be, it's pictures of the house guests. And their goal is to pick the picture of the house guest who was shown the most. And so they have 2 minutes to look at all the screens and count it all up and see who has the most. And then come back.
Very simple, basic, equitable. I cannot say that word. Comp.
Equitable.
Comp.
We'll say that again. Therese, here's the mic. Say it again.
Equitable. I cannot say that word. Quotable.
Yeah, there you go. You say
sound illiterate. A comp, you can say that is made for everyone. Let's just say that
in layman's terms. There you go. Balanced comp. It was a balanced comp.
There you go. Balance. My country twang. Can I say that? Struggling.
And so Kenny chooses I don't know who he chose. I know Matt chose T-Core and Chemo chose Quinn. And the
Hold
correct
on.
answer.
Go ahead. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer was Quinn. Hey.
Come on, Chemo. I just have to say the fact that Matt chose T-Core when he called her nobody. Like 4 days ago. Asked her for her vote, right? And then said, well, I don't know if I can promise you anything. It was just so satisfying for him
the irony of it all
to leave by using her name. Like, you know what? You're right. Bye.
Low key, I probably would have went home too. I wouldn't have got off the block because I definitely chose T-Core too.
Chelsea.
Because
I said Chelsea. I was way wrong. So it's Chelsea. I think I just saw that pink and I was like, yeah, close enough.
I was thinking for me, it was out of T-Core and then Chelsea. I did see Quinn's number up there, but then I just stopped. And Joseph's kind of got up there too after I was counting. But then I just stopped looking at Quinn. I just wasn't paying attention to his. I was like, oh, it's for sure T-Core after further. But I wasn't there. If I was there, I would have got it. But I wasn't. So wrong. It wasn't T-Core. It was Quinn. So
what does Chemo do? Everybody was so dead set, like, oh, Chemo, because they showed us a little preview earlier, which I like that they did that. Keep doing that going forward, big brother. I like that they gave us a little preview of what the AI comp is. But I'm like, everybody was like, oh, Chemo gonna win this easy. And I was just like, were they just saying that to say it? Or I feel like you don't have a specific strategy to win a comp like that. I mean, you just gotta pay attention.
No, I don't know what it was. I'm trying to see if I can pull up what his job is because I'm like, which y'all thought he was gonna do so good in? Hold on, I think I got it.
Maybe he can pay attention to detail.
How this supposed to help? Mattress sale rat. And I'm not laughing at his job, but I'm just trying to figure out how that's supposed to help.
It's just so funny how that correlates. Or maybe he mentioned something in the house like, I'm really good at paying attention to things. Maybe that's what it is.
Okay.
Like or maybe he got a photographic memory. Like, so he remembers. Okay. Maybe I remember 8 over.
Unless he said it.
Unless he said it on feeds. I don't know.
Yeah.
Moral of the story is he won. And
he won. The house
everything literally played out this week.
Clown when he came down.
Baby, they acted a fool. The way I wasn't expecting, I expected some I didn't expect nobody to really get up out their seat like that.
Right.
They blocked the feed they had blocked the show for a minute.
They hit that little
cuss
fish.
word. Yeah, because somebody had said, because they only block when they allow they say a cuss word. So I was just like, oh, they excited. And I love the fact, and it wasn't like a woo. It went on for an uncomfortable amount of time. I wish I could show it on her so we could watch it, but YouTube
because
gonna take
I was
us down.
wait, is Kenny and Matt still in the room with us while they're
and then that's like, all right, you got 60 seconds, and it's you can tell everybody's like, oh yeah, forgot there's
we still got to vote, huh? Yeah, okay. And why Julie having to coach them on how to play the game? Julie, like, you get 60 seconds, you can go to the room, pull somebody aside, do what you need to do.
Yeah. It was so awkward.
They were just
so funny. Quinn is gonna 1000% mention this. 1000% gonna mention this. His little Cam talk later. You're gonna be like, oh my god.
Because he was on the feeds last night. Was the last night or the night before when he was talking about how he had to tell people that they're not supposed to clap in the veto ceremony.
Yeah.
So he definitely gonna have something to say about that for sure.
Yeah.
And so they get up there and then they get up there to do their little speeches or whatever. Boring, yawn, next, pass, block, evict, please. Both of them at the same time. They weren't talking about nothing of substance. They pity, sadness. I don't know what the...
I didn't feel like Matt had 8 hours to talk. I said, all right, Julie, bring it in. We get it.
And why she talking about sounded biblical? I said, oh, Julie,
girl,
please,
she had to throw that in there. But you know what? I'm gonna let Julie have it because it seemed like old Julie back. Okay, it seemed like old Julie is back.
Did she not come back? Listen, y'all, we're gonna just get to it. Matt evicted.
Bye, Matt.
Kenny did have 3 votes. Lisa, Leah, and Mackenzie. They voted to evict Kenny. Everybody else voted to evict Matt.
Did.
So Matt is gone. And Julie get out in them seats. You can tell I was excited because I said the same thing. I said, hold on, is Julie Chen No Moon Vaz back? Because she asked him, he sat down and she was like,
so like that was Julie Chen. That was Chen. Yes. That was Chen by
Julie Chen No Moon Vaz.
Yeah.
Because she was like, so what did you whisper in Mackenzie's ear? He's like, she said, what did you whisper in her ear?
She said, I said what I said. Answer my question. They in the commercial break.
What'd you say? Yeah, so he just told her that their story continues, some blah, blah, blah. And he just went on and on and on about how he did this with his mama. We weren't here. You weren't supposed to be here for you. Tell her story.
He did that to get some sympathy. He really did. I ain't mad at it, but shout out to your mama. But she should apply next year so we can hear her story. We don't have to hear from you.
Right. Because you can't tell nobody's story for them. You can only tell your own. And then, hold on. She was like, so how do you think you ended up in this position? Well, I think Endless just had it out for me. She said, hold on, but wait. Old Julie pull out her receipt card. She said, but did you not pull that receipt up? Did you not tell her?
Hey, she ditched him. Ain't this you?
She did. Is this you? And he was just like, oh, yeah. Clocked him. I was like, good. Come on, Julie got the receipts again. And it was funny. This was so awkward. But at the end, he was like, yeah, my mom you're the first person she looked up to when she got over here. And then she said, you're Filipino, I'm Asian. That's the connection you're trying to make.
Hold on. Why did that sound a little like, we get it, Matt? Like,
that's exactly
he gotta be in the
dining
room, like pouring it at, like, he gotta be like, okay, cool. We not cousins, but okay.
Julie did not care. Right.
Hold on. Old Julie Chen is bag, baby. Yeah, she did not care.
She didn't care. Really, Julie wanted to say, are you comparing me to your mother right now? Are you trying to say that we have anything in a semblance of anything? No, we don't. There's no connection between us. This is it. Once you walk off the stage, I'll probably never see you again until finale night.
I'm gonna see you at finale night. Bye.
So no, I enjoyed it. I said maybe that last little bit was more entertaining than all of the episodes.
Yeah, it was, man. It was.
I hope she keeps this up. If she's gonna do that, I want her to bring out the receipt cards. I want her to challenge the house guests.
Julie, do your Bible quotes, okay? I'm not mad at the Bible quotes, okay? I love a good scripture.
Love one another.
But listen, take a little note from Chelsea, okay? You can be biblical and also read people they rights and receipts. Okay. So just you can do a little chin with a little moon vase, all you want to, okay? Just as long as that chin is here, because Julie Chen is messy. But
leave moon vase for the end.
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the episode, like as the credits were going, Leah and Mackenzie were in the bathroom. Somehow we're gonna get revenge for you, Nat, and da da da. And I was just like, oh, I got revenge to her. And the way I think Leah cared. Leah was like, yeah.
I think she cared because she voted to help keep him.
I think she just voted because she liked Mackenzie.
That could be true.
Vote, right? Leah didn't know about the vote.
I thought she
remember. I think it was Queen. Was it Queen that voted?
So she knew about the vote and she voted that way. That's a little crazy, but because I don't know, that's a little weird. But you know what? I say yawn, and I'm like annoyed. I'm rolling my eyes because like if y'all not gonna win,
more
HOH,
drama.
Be quiet.
More drama though. I ain't mad at it.
I said if she real, she'll win HOH. Go avenge your man then. Go avenge your man.
No, I do not want to see a Leah HOH. Pass.
I said Mackenzie, not no Leah.
Oh, Mackenzie HOH. Pass.
I don't want to see it, but I'm like, if you about it, be about it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta back it up.
So I wouldn't want to see it, but yeah.
For messy situation, Elisa HOH would be fun.
Yeah, Elisa. Yeah. And for my
Angela, sis, you definitely hitting that block.
Who would put her up?
And now Lisa is going to be very petty, though. You said who she would put up?
Go ahead, finish. We can talk about that.
Oh, that's my train of thought.
You were saying something about Lisa, but I was like, who would not put up Angela if we think about it going in? I don't think the 3 C's would put her up. And I don't see
Core would not put her up. Quinn wouldn't put her up. Tucker wouldn't put her up.
So that's already 7 people out of the 9 or the 7. So it's 15. 15 minus 6, so 8 people left after that.
Yeah. I just got to give a little shout out, appreciation post for Chelsea and Cedric. The fact that literally they were us. They were spectators of the game of Big Brother. And the way, and no one just one of them, both of them really ate their roles up this week. And I got to give kudos to that because that's very hard to do. Because to me, let's blow my hand, put both of y'all on the block. Like,
they would have been on the block.
Like
firmly placed.
You both lost. You know, I don't really know you, so that would have been an easy nomination for me. So the fact that they navigated that week, and both of them have their hand in a lot of these, I'm gonna use finger quotes, alliances. So that's very interesting. And one thing I forgot to mention, during the feeds, Quinn was doing a little cam talk, right? And he says the person that he's most like, what's the word I want to use? He's not bothered, but the one person he's like looking at or whatever, taking notice to is Cedric. And he says that Cedric is very powerful in the game. And by powerful, everybody's like, he doesn't have any power this week. He can't vote, can't do nothing. I think he means the fact that he has people. Like, that's stupid. That he has his hand in every alliance. He's lovable. Everybody seems to like him. He's been in behind closed doors a lot, so you know he's been game talking. And I think Quinn's
that's a good point.
I think that's a very, very good thing to watch but Quinn is in an alliance with them. He's like, well, I am in an alliance with them, but I can see Quinn being the one to try to orchestrate Cedric out the door.
I hope he don't use that deep fake on him. That's what I hate. I hope he don't do that now.
Hope he don't do it, but if he's smart, he would.
That's the easiest way to do it. Because Cedric really is a threat. Like, I can't even lie. He is a threat. Cedric is a threat. But I can't have my own draft tech targeting each other now. I need both of y'all to chill.
Matter of fact, let's see who lost somebody in the draft. I think it was Eli. Let's look at our draft. Yeah.
No. Yeah, Eli. Yeah, Eli did.
Yeah, Eli. So Eli lost Matt tonight. Woo woo.
Well,
you know what? There's no indication of a battle back, right? I hope not.
No, I don't think it will be.
I don't think so. I feel like she gave him a lot of tea. Not a lot,
little bit.
But we gonna see. During when it's a battle back, she doesn't ask as many questions, and it's kind of like she dry with the interview, and she was obviously given tonight. So Lord, please don't let it be no battle back. I don't want it.
I think that's what I'm saying. Like, as long as Cedric don't win Cedric don't win HOH in these next 3 weeks, then he can't really use that power to frame Cedric. I don't know if he's trying to frame Cedric or put him up. Now, obviously, he can use it to put him up and frame somebody else in those 3 weeks. But I don't want Cedric getting blamed for an HOH that he did not have. Because if he's on the block, I can see him being safe. You know, because I don't know who would go home. Who would he go home over?
Who, Cedric?
The good crap. Yeah. That's it. I mean, there are several people I feel like he could stay against.
Chelsea, maybe.
Chelsea, I can see him go home next to Chelsea. Maybe even Cam. But
the people they would probably go. The people that would give them the most logical eviction would be the core. I think. Yeah, Cam and Chelsea. Like, y'all up on the block together. It's like, I don't know. One of y'all's going.
One of y'all going, yeah. That's the only way I can see them going home.
Let's talk about that real quick. Quinn's, thanks for bringing this up, Todd. Quinn's original plan was he did mention earlier in the season that he thinks Lisa is the one that has the power, right? which he is successful because there is a good group of people as of now that think she does have the power, right? And so a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people were saying like, Angela was saying that Angela does think Lisa has the power, right? Everybody's saying that's stupid that she thinks that because she knows Quinn has the power. Y'all, there's 2 powers, so she doesn't for sure know Mackenzie has the power. Okay, so but it does seem like they're not for sure, but the court did clock that Mackenzie is highly likely to have the power. They're not 100% sure, but the way they were talking, they're like, yeah, MJ has the power. Da 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 da. What's that? MJ Mac? I was like, call it that. She does. So, yes. So that is his initial plan, and then he was going to use it, to target Lisa, saying that she used that power.
But who he would nominate to frame her, I don't know. That's a
Angela.
toss up. Okay, but everybody's saying Angela. So even DM asks who would Mackenzie put up.
Well, that's now. Now, before Angela made this big target between her and Lisa, I don't think that would be the plan now because she would already be up there. Like if Lisa's HOH, I don't see him messing up those noms. And the thing that would be weird is which I want it to be like chaotic. I don't want this power to like flop. So Lisa, obviously, she's putting Angela on the block. What would really eat? Okay, let me give y'all a scenario. What would really eat is if Lisa won HOH this week, right? She puts up Angela, right? And whoever else. Quinn uses the power to take Angela off. Lisa is pissed. Okay. The only thing I hate is like one of our faves is probably gonna end up going home. Okay, because she's not gonna put up Mackenzie. She's not gonna put up Leah. Okay. She's not gonna put up Kenny. Maybe Kenny. She's not gonna put up Kenny. Obviously, since Matt just went home. But that would be the most like because the way Lisa would be pissed because all this drama has been going on between her and them two. Yeah. Like, and you know what? I want to know. I want them to like have all the details about the power. I want to know if Quinn does use the power to take Lisa's nominations down. If veto is used, can they be renominated? I need to know that.
I don't think they will be.
I feel like you should be safe. I do. I feel like if the power is used, then you can't be renominated.
Only Lisa is safe. Because what's going to happen is her nominations won't even be there at all. So she's going to turn the key, and they're going to be Queen's nominations.
Somebody else. Oh.
Yeah. So
well, if that's the case, then they probably would be able to be.
They are. Renowned. Yeah. She's the only one. Lisa will be the only one.
It would only be one person, so they can't.
Well, it's 3 people. Because it's 3 nominees.
Yeah, I'm saying like even if she does get that power to where she can pick the veto replacement, Angela could still hit the block, but it would still be chaotic and messy.
Yeah. In terms of
I just don't want these powers to flop.
Angela for sure, and I think Ty said whoever she feel like she can't trust, or who she feel betrayed by the most, which I don't know who that necessarily would be. Maybe some of the boys. Maybe potentially. I don't know. Not really sure. Yeah. Definitely Brooklyn. Oh, Brooklyn might hit the block if Mackenzie back because Brooklyn did. They are supposed to be close, and
maybe.
So I don't know. I honestly don't know who these people are going to put up. That's the crazy part. We all know Angela going up by, but it's like who these other people are is going to be. Because I'll be forgetting about Joseph in the house. Chemo's there. He might as well just go back.
Oh, Joseph done kind of dipped into the background. You're right. Oh, you know what? I think Lisa would put up Joseph. I think she didn't mention. She didn't mention a lot about him, but she was just. I'm kind of iffy.
Oh, Tucker definitely going up too. I forgot if Lisa win. He definitely going up.
See, I don't know about that because she literally last night or yesterday afternoon said she wanted to be in alliance with Tucker. So
bye. Okay.
But yeah, crazy. She said that she told Leah that she wanted to get Tucker. I think it was Leah that she wanted to invite him into an alliance or whatever. So
And if I didn't want
Yeah.
if I wanted to be messy, I would be like, when she went HOH, I'm like, you should ask Tucker what he think about your food and what he been saying about your food and your glitter.
Maybe I would have been all types of messy.
Especially if she
And
was
I would
considering
have
me, put me up like.
And you know what I would have did? I would have. Let me go ahead and double down. I would have hid her glitter and said, I ain't seen your glitter, but the last person I saw in the kitchen was Tucker.
Hmm.
Yeah, he did it, but that when I went upstairs, wasn't nobody down there but him. Might want to ask him.
Right. Especially she was like, oh, I want to put you up as a pawn. I'm like,
I'd be like, Tucker, Lisa said you stole her glitter. What? If I wanted to steal her glitter, I'll tell her myself. Let me go up there. Yeah. Because of drama, I would just be causing drama. I would just be lying.
Messy.
Julie would be up there like, Trees, you need to repent because you lied so much during the season. I did.
I'm like, that's gonna be my thing. I'm like, y'all, I'm going to go to the altar after this, but I have to.
Gonna have to. It's a game. Come on. It's not real life.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta remember. Yes. But great first week. This week is definitely one of the top first weeks. So I'm gonna give Big Brother their props, even though y'all blocked us for some juicy tea and y'all took our flashback. Hate y'all. Even though people are finding their ways around it anyway, so in your face.
Right. Boom shakalaka.
But good first week.
It was a good first week. It really was. It was. I would have preferred Kenny to go home, preferably. But hey, he can go this week.
I was fine with either one of them going, but I had to outweigh my options. I want Kenny to go simply because I just do not like him. Okay?
I can't.
That's literally my only reason for it. And the fact that he wanted to quit.
Yeah, that's enough for me.
I don't even care if I don't like you or do like you. If you want to quit, I don't care if my fave want to quit. Go on.
Immediately.
There's so many people that apply to a show, and yo behind is the one up here. You've been here for a week. Go home.
Right.
What was that saying? Go ahead.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I had. Any questions, comments, concerns?
Big Brother, you did your big one. Don't have these fees off all night. We do the comp right now. What are y'all doing? Tell them to go to the backyard and do the comp. And you know what? And it better not take all day because y'all had the AI comp upstairs. Meaning the backyard got the HOH comp ready to go. So
yeah.
And I really do hope it's one of those. Hey, Oscar. I really do hope it's one of those.
Oh, Ty said the feeds are on right now.
Oh, well, y'all. Ooh, y'all have a lovely night.
Look, we got to go see who got that kid right now.
You think they already...
Chemo? I enjoyed him winning. He needed... Oscar said they been on.
I love... Oh, okay, cool. Oh, they must have brought him back after the episode aired because they probably gonna do HOH later. But I'm glad we're gonna get a little tea and a whole. Oh, they ain't playing HOH yet. Okay, good. So I'm glad. No, I'm glad they put that feeds on because I want to see the aftermath. Because I think Lisa is definitely gonna be the most interesting HOH next week because she was saying no, she didn't even believe Quinn. She's like, no, I think we have the votes. And she done started this alliance with a couple people in the house. So she's going to be like, wait, where was y'all? I thought we... Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. So she really... Her and if Mackenzie went HOH, she could pick from anybody in the house. Well, nobody mess with your man.
Any, meeny, miny, mo, catch talk about a toe.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. I want somebody... something that would be interesting, though, is somebody that's quiet to win HOH. A T-Core HOH would be surprising. A Chemo HOH. Rubina HOH. Brooklyn. I just want somebody that's quiet. Because it's who would y'all put up? We know a couple people oh, they're not really feeling this. But I want to see the people that we least expect get a little blood on their hands. Yeah. So that'll be interesting. A Joseph HOH would be very interesting.
Chelsea actually was predicting on the feeds earlier. She said she thinks Tucker or Joseph will win HOH this coming week.
Yes, hey Benjamin. Yeah, so glad he's gone. Rest in peace to a showmance. We already know they're gonna come out with another one. But whatever.
Leah trying to creep up on Cam.
Leah and Cam, and she kind of got a little flirtmance with Quinn too. So that's
Yeah, she
something.
do.
And
Now we got what you call that? A triangle, a throuple, whatever.
T-Core, yeah,
Love
T-Core
triangle.
and not T-Core. Tucker did say T-Core was fine, but she got a man. And we know in the world of Big Brother that don't matter, so who knows? But Tucker and Rubina have been cuddling up, and when I tell you they real cute, I don't like Showmancer, but they are really cute together. They really are. He is. You can definitely tell he fell in love. So
I be forgetting about my girl Rubina.
That's
I need her to talk, do some more games.
That's what I'm saying. If she could like win HOH, that'd be dope. Because where you been, sis? Where you been? Like, I ain't seen you, girl.
Twin. Look, speaking of twin, not why they had it. Did you see that joke when Leah said she wanted to be a twin? She gonna twin on Cedric, and Tucker was like, she said she. You have to tell it because they was cussing. Well, they wasn't cussing, but they were saying some words I don't say.
Oh, I don't even know what cuss words they said.
She just said the A word. You know, I still don't use
ass.
that. Yeah, because she was like, well, I'm gonna twin on that. You know, and Tucker was like, wait, did you say you gonna get in between? And then they just ran
that ass. Yes.
Now he was like,
Rubina is the most cooperative.
Like, why would you say that?
Yes.
They had it was funny.
Erica saw Oscar. Ain't he?
Erica, so what? Finish the sentence. If you bad, come on. If you bad, say it with your chest.
Not you calling him
Say
out.
it with your chest, Oscar. Say it with your chest. If you bad, come on.
Oh my god.
Erica, so what?
But I'm loving a T-Core and keep my duo. Me too.
Yeah.
But this week I think it's gonna be very interesting. Eric gonna tell us we'll be back again. When next time we gonna be recording?
Monday.
We'll be back Monday. We should have some veto results, some tea from the feeds. We'll know who HOH is.
Yeah.
But y'all follow along. Erica, tell us.
We back Monday at 9:00. We're gonna do 9
ish.
Yeah.
About 9. Yeah, about 9. Mm-hmm.
Central Time. PM. That's PM, not AM. So anybody doing this in the morning. And then we'll of course be back for the next eviction for week 2, recapping Thursday at 8:30 p.m. after the episode, Central Time.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I'm cracking up, Oscar. That's funny. Yeah, so follow us on Twitter if you're already there and you're not following us at @whoallthere. And we on Instagram too for those who want to be on Instagram at @whoallthere. And then, of course, if you're not subscribed to us, get to subscribing. Tell your mama, uncles, cousins, daddy, grandma, grandpa, everybody else to subscribe on YouTube at Who All Gonna Be There podcast. We appreciate it. And turn on those notifications so you always know when we got something coming. You don't miss it.
Yeah. All that. All right, y'all. Every given holy. What did it say?
Oscar gets on my nerves.
Holy, not trying to cuss off her is. But listen, I don't even lie to you. I'm a holy cusser. I ain't gonna even lie. Listen, you gotta pick your sins, and one of mine is cussing. Okay. So,
anyways, y'all have a wonderful night. We appreciate y'all coming in and hanging with the crew. Well, it's really just me, the two. Oh, bars. Hey. But we'll see y'all next week.
Your faves. All right,
y'all have a good night.